Wrestle Rampage fans, what a big night here at the St Clair Recreation Centre when Wrestle Rampage Australia presented Fallout. Gentlemen, Benjamin Rosenthal, Matthew Hodge, what a fantastic night we had here at the St Clair Rec Centre.
Fantastic for some, probably. Fantastic for actual wrestling fans. No dismay, disheartenness, unprofessionalism, just
whatever,
some of the words.
Ben. It was a fantastic night, Matt. You got to believe it.
It was unbelievable. We had every match was amazing. Card was stacked and it lived right up to it.
And you got pretty pissed off, so you know what? A pretty successful night for me. Let's roll through those matches, folks. First up, we had Big Willy Gibson with Moneybags Malone taking on TMDK's Elliot Sexton. His return to Wrestle Rampage, return to Adelaide for his final match in Australia, guys.
Yeah, I'd like to say it'd be sad to see Elliot Sexton go, but meh.
Elliot Sexton, big win there. But you know what? Next up, we had the women's match. We had Wrestle Rampage's own Golden Girl, Joni May, take on Amity Rowe.
Yeah, and as I said during the match, Joni May's optimism is just starting to grate me a little bit. To get anywhere in this business, you do have to take a few risks. You do have to cross a few blurred lines. Amity Rowe was showing that quite successfully tonight. And Joni coming away with a win after she crossed the line.
Joni's first win, mind you. Huge congratulations to Joni. She'd been working so hard in the dojo.
But then what happened afterwards, Matt?
Her teammate, or her training partner, Chanel Phoenix, came out really to spoil the party.
And what was that move called again?
Well, I called it Rise of the Phoenix, but as I was forcibly told by Chanel backstage, it's the Return to the Ashes, and that's where she put Joni, that's for sure.
Just stamping a mark on her intentions to cancel Joni's primetime celebrations.
Yeah, she definitely did label Joni May the Golden Girl of Wrestle Rampage. We'll see what happens there.
Big things to come there.
Next up, we had the Wrestle Rampage Cruiserweight Cup match. Mike Boomer defending up against Link Barnett.
And this match was just sensational.
Awesome
we've seen a new side of Link Barnett recently. He's no more doing the big flippy flips. He's more a grounded wrestler, and we didn't see any flippy flips this match. Mike Boomer a lot more aggressive, taking last time's attack on him a little bit personally, and just trying to damage the would-be champion.
The match was so intense, we did almost threaten a double count out there at one point. There was a 5 count, there was an 8 count, but in the end it was a new champion.
It was Link Barnett walking away, and as we can see, very happy with his accomplishment, and he should be. He's the first guy to beat Mike Boomer in, 9 months, 8 months? Huge accomplishment, and congratulations to Link Barnett. You are a fantastic, fantastic wrestler.
And to round out the second half of the evening, we had Havoc taking on Chris Weiss in a no disqualification match, which saw chairs, tables. What a big night,
bowling
boys.
balls.
Unbelievable matchup
Mustard.
here. Yeah, it was a big night, folks. Make sure you check out the Vimeo Wrestle Rampage page to check out the match there. It was a big night, guys. And look, it wasn't even finished there. That was just halfway through. Our next match was the Rising Star Fatal 4-Way. From all the rising stars, so to speak, of the Wrestle Rampage dojo, we had Tommy Knight, Dean Valente, Rat Daddy Charlie Carter, as well as EINAR Ironside, put on a fantastic match right here for the fans at St Clair.
Yeah, you got the feeling straight away that each 4 of these men were out to make an impression and make sure that they were seen to be the star, and tried really, really hard to get the win, but in the end, Rat Daddy used whatever his tactics are to steal a victory.
Once again, Rat Daddy sneaking with that great win there, but you know what? Just a big rise to stardom for Rat Daddy Charlie Carter. And next up, folks, we had the Gorgeous Greg Open Scrimmage. Now, look, I had to get in there myself and just get these guys to explain what this was. Moneybags Malone was challenging anybody in the locker room for Wrestle Rampage, and who came out? The world beater himself, Damian Slater.
Did he answer the call or what? Gorgeous Greg didn't know what he wanted, nearly walked out of the ring, came back in, and the fight was on.
Yeah, but, he got the pinfall on that traitous Slater. More on that later.
Yeah, that did upset you a little bit, didn't it?
It's an absolute disgrace.
Benjamin Rosenthal, not a happy camper after Wrestle Rampage Fallout.
And while we're on the topic of disgraces, what is going on with Tom Chocolate?
No,
really?
Ben.
No. I'm going to bring this right here, right now. You roster on an Australian National Championship match, a one-on-one competition, to someone who's more than deserved to get that shot. Robby Heart hasn't been defeated in over 18 months in single competition. He deserved that title shot. Little buddy AJ Istria comes out and says, I spoke to Tom Chocolate. He said I could play too. So all of a sudden, all of Robby Hart's preparation is out the window because he thought he was facing Jonah Rock for the title, but instead he's facing two best buddies and Tom Chocolate's personal hitman, I might add, in a big huggy-hug triple threat match. Robby Heart didn't stand a chance. It's an absolute injustice to wrestling.
Well, it was a great triple threat match. It was originally supposed to be just a singles match with Robby Heart challenging Jonah Rock. AJ Istria was able to get his rematch clause. You know what? You're not happy about it, but these fans certainly went home happy with it.
Why did he get a rematch
triple
clause?
threat.
He lost.
Just let it
He
go,
lost.
Ben. Let it go.
Back-to-back incredible main events from Jonah Rock and AJ Istria. Robby Heart coming in on the third one for a triple threat. It was an amazing match.
It was a great match. Jonah Rock, still the Australian national champion, but after the match, we had Jonah Rock and AJ Istria in the ring, and who came out but Greg Graham and Big Willy Gibson to put a beat down on Jonah Rock.
Well, Greg Graham had already defeated one ex-national champion. Why not start on the current one? Greg Graham showing the world that he means business and he should be next in line for that Australian National Championship.
The numbers game were definitely on Jonah Rock until his TMDK partner, Elliot Sexton, come out to help make the save. But the numbers game with Big and Gorgeous, they were able to get on top of Elliot Sexton as well.
It was the story of the night. Big and Gorgeous flexing their power, really showing that they're not just a gimmick act. They're out there to impose their will.
I'll stop you there. It wasn't the story of the night. The story of the night was the hypocritical Damian Slater, a man who battled against TMDK for over 2.5 years alongside me in the Brotherhood, turning his back on all his virtues and all his morals and holding up a TMDK shirt aligning with this.
He didn't
band.
just hold it up, he put it on. Damian Slater is the brand new member for the Mighty Don't Kneel. And you know what? They challenged Jonah Rock, and Damian Slater challenged Big and Gorgeous to a tag team match to headline our next event, Ground Zero, right here at the St Clair Recreation Centre on Saturday, August the 12th. It's the final event here at the St Clair Recreation Centre. Wrestle Rampage is absolutely going to tear the place down. Ben, you need to go home, calm down. It's going to be a great night on August the 12th. Matt, it was great working with you again. Folks, make sure you keep an eye on Wrestle Rampage Vimeo page, WrestleRampage.com, and the Wrestle Rampage Australia Facebook page for all the information on Ground Zero and where you can get your eyes on this whole event on our Vimeo page. Folks, for all of us here, I'm Luke Hazard. Have a great night.